The Everlight Solar Studio. This is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
What is up, Madison? I'm Hunter Vaughn. Your Sports Center update is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Don't miss the special Saturday postseason doubleheader. First, a trip to state is on the line with a girls basketball sectional final at 1 o'clock. Then the boys basketball playoffs continue with a regional final at 7 p.m. You can watch both games Saturday, streaming live and free on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. The Milwaukee Bucks lost another game. They've now dropped 4 in a row with a 131-113 loss to the Atlanta Hawks last night. After the game, head coach Doc Rivers said there may be some lineup changes coming.
We may have to play different guys. We may have to go bigger. Because right now, we're giving up too many points, too easy. We've changed schemes 5 different times. And the change may be going bigger and maybe taking more offense off the floor.
Up next for the Milwaukee Bucks, they'll host the Utah Jazz this Saturday night. That'll be a 7 p.m. tip-off, and you can hear it right here on 100.5 ESPN. Jim, Matt, and Molly start now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me. I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
So broke and penniless, I took to the streets to sell my wares. And by wares, I mean my body. And by body, I mean my schnitzel.
Don't make me choose. I just won't vote.
It's not like a real life choice. You just vote. There's no like.
Vote. You just vote there.
I'm just telling you what the Twitter trolls are going to do.
Vote and you vote.
I don't want to pick.
I'm here in Milwaukee. I'm talking like a German. They vote.
What?
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light. At the Mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush, a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton. We are in the Everlight Solar Studio. Primetime Rashan behind the glass. You can see 2 handsome fellas and then one badass dude behind the glass in primetime Rashan rocking his blue jeans. Look at the Bruce Springsteen
mean mug
vibe.
the camera for us. Just mean mug it.
No, I don't have a mean mug.
Oh, come on. Mean mug it.
No.
Turn to the camera and just don't smile. Yeah. Very James Dean.
The boss.
Wow.
The boss vibes there from
what you're saying?
Okay.
The
Yeah,
white
like
t-shirt look I
the
went
Born
for
in the
today.
USA album. Isn't he wearing a blue jean jacket?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume.
You tell me. Yeah.
That movie, I can't remember the name of it all of a sudden, but the Bruce Springsteen
Born to
movie.
Run? Is that what it's called?
No,
Yeah.
that's the name of the album. That's not the name of the. Maybe it is Born to Run. I feel like
The
that's
Bruce
not...
Springsteen movie. Everyone
Yes.
knows what we're talking
Yes, with Jeremy Allen White.
Yep.
Really
God,
good. I enjoyed
he's
it.
so good.
I really enjoyed it.
about. Okay.
That's for what it's worth. It's about the Nebraska album, which is the album that came out before Born in the USA. But a lot of the songs on the Born in the USA album were created at the same time as Nebraska.
That is neat.
It's called Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere.
Yes. And then Matt Hamilton, you got like a skin color shirt on today.
Yeah, very salmon. It's a Sims fishing shirt. So
When you say
it's pretty
Sims, now it feels like you're like the Sims gamer.
Oh no, I was brand flexing on you. It's like a really nice fishing brand apparently.
Well, and you're Mr. Brandy, and you gave me this. What
I
brand
like how
is
he
this again?
says it's a really nice fishing brand, apparently. People
I
tell
don't
me
fish.
so.
I don't fish much.
But I got the premier gear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, it was a gift, so naturally.
Speaking of gift, this was a gift from you to me.
The Roosevelt shirt.
And I got a lot of compliments on this today.
Yeah, so that one's limited edition. No, you couldn't just go online and buy that one. You had to go to the Waste Management Open because it's got the flying beer bottle for when they throw them all in 16, the cactus with the 16 pin in its hand, and other Arizona motifs. So Yeah, that was special. I made sure to get an extra one so I could give it to you.
Well, I appreciate it because, one, I love it, and it's warm enough for it outside, but honestly, it popped more because it's so overcast out there.
Yeah,
Jim,
exactly.
How much of your closet is made up of clothes that Matt Hamilton has given you? Because mine's about half.
No,
at this
I mean,
point.
with
Not
all
quite
due
that
respect
much,
to
yeah.
Matt, I have plenty of my own clothes.
Yeah.
What?
I've
Is it
hooked
just
up
me?
Jim a couple times, but honestly, I think
Oh.
Jim's gotten me more stuff from like Iron Jock and whatnot.
That's true.
Yes.
I would say from this office,
Yes.
over half of my closet is made up of ESPN
I have a
Madison
section of
/
my
Matt Hamilton
closet
gear.
that's either maybe something from Matt, a couple USA things or this, and then I have a lot of Iron Jock gear,
Yep.
and then some gear from our friends at College Town back in the day. So
College Town.
yeah, a lot of quarter zips.
Sounds like a tailgating lot.
Yeah.
College Town.
They're actually I think the College Town folks are the ones that helped get Under Armour here to Wisconsin.
Okay.
So Ryan, you
Well,
got a lot
history
of
lesson.
the hand-me-downs because I've been hitting that weight
Else
room
this
and
wasn't
the
a-
shoulders don't fit me
I don't have any
anymore.
Matt Hamilton hand-me-downs.
I didn't say hand-me-downs. I just said clothes given
I
to you
mean,
by Matt
so
Hamilton. Yours was a
technically-
gift. Mine was a hand-me-down.
Yeah, technically that's a hand-me-down, but I wore it literally like 3 times.
So to be fair, a little bit, Matt's got a higher percentage than I do, but I have a higher percentage than I would
IQ?
say most of yes.
Yeah.
Free clothes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have it more than someone of my limited stature should have. I have a lot of free clothes that have been given to me.
People
which
like me.
Very lucky person for me. Matt has even more than that, though.
My
Like,
shirt and pants that I'm wearing right now are free clothes.
Right.
And the undershirt. And I got an Iron Jock undershirt
There you
here.
go.
I'm probably around 60%. I think half the stuff I wear to the office each day, like especially shirts
Yeah.
and any accessories, is stuff that I was given to from someone at work or this office.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
Well,
yesterday he was wearing his Iron Jock, Jim, Matt, and Molly
Yeah,
I was.
pullover.
Yep. I often wear my Coors Light quarter zip, which I think our friends at Frank gave
Yep.
us.
Yep.
That one, and then I just have a bunch of just random
there's a-
ESPN
We
Yeah,
can
chance
all
shirts.
agree, like,
I
you know,
hook you up almost as much as Matt does.
Yeah.
You probably do more, honestly. But Matt does a lot, too. He gave me his Olympic quarter zip at one point.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a
nice.
good one.
Yeah.
I like to wear whenever it's a Matt Hamilton day, trying to celebrate him out on the curling ice. I'll wear that
Well,
one. in the
whenever I
office.
expand my man nook, which sounds weirder than I wanted to,
Expanding the man nook.
I want to get it. I got to get an autographed Matt Hamilton curling jersey. I just don't have the space for it to hang it right now, so it's like, all right, I don't really need it in the moment,
Yeah.
but at some point,
You'll get it. I got a ton of jerseys.
yes, Matt will help me expand my man nook. All right, get into the show. 844-770-3776. That's the Cardinals Talking text line. This is more.
Did you just take a look over at our manager to make sure he didn't hear that?
No, more of like I was hoping to get a reaction out of him.
Fair.
It's more of, and I never put my, I won't like. I'm not putting myself on this level, but it's more of like the Howard Stern. Like, can we bother?
Yeah.
Ashton in the movie Private Parts with Howard Stern, the character's name was Pig Vomit, played by Paul Giamatti. So Ashton's not Pig Vomit, but it's still. I want to see if I can
Get a
upset
reaction.
him every once in a
Yeah,
while.
there we go.
We got it. All right.
Got him. That's great.
Yeah, so
That's great. He's such a great guy.
Yeah, well, you're kissing his butt because I'm just trying to antagonize him. But that's all right. That's the mix of this show. So, Milwaukee Bucks lost again. Good news.
Let's go.
All right, prime time. Are we in on it? The Bucks lost.
That's actual factual.
It's actual factual that they are actual trash. They are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever watched, that I've ever been a fan of, too. Like, there are a couple bad Wisconsin Badger teams, especially when I first got to college in 2018. This Bucks team losing 4 games in a row by combined 97 points, worst in franchise history, while you also have the greatest player in franchise history on the floor for 2 of those games. There's nothing redeemable about them right now. Like,
Does
it's
Giannis get best in franchise history when we had...
Yes, Giannis is the franchise icon.
His time there because Kareem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they both won championships, but Giannis has stuck around for over a decade at this point. And now
And how long was Kareem there, or Lou Alcindor?
5-6 years,
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
It was not a long term for him.
Okay,
in Milwaukee.
that was all I was like clarifying because
No, it's a good-
he is one of the arguably the best
He's
basketball
the
player
face.
of all time.
He's the face of the Bucks. He's the face of basketball in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
really
for sure.
in the
Okay.
state, honestly.
Yeah,
and
that's totally fair.
It does not even feel like you're watching a basketball team that has Giannis Antetokounmpo on the roster.
Is
At
he
this
still
point.
the most beloved Wisconsin sports athlete? Because
Not-
like for a while, you know, it was Rodgers for a long time, and then Giannis came around.
After
and
what's happened
maybe
in the-
Yelich for a little bit.
After what's happened in the last few months, I would say no.
So who would it be?
All time,
No. Currently,
Is
it a Brewer? Is it Micah Parsons?
Jordan Love is pretty well beloved.
Jordan Love,
Micah Parsons, especially when he comes back healthy, they'll both be up there for sure. But
it's not like Jackson Trio or
I think
The Miz.
me, like most other Bucks fans, are kind of reserved to the fact that Giannis' time in Milwaukee is done after the season.
And I want to get to forget even whether you want Giannis to stay or you think he's going to leave.
We can all agree that there is one thing we do want.
Yes, and that's the Bucks to lose every damn game. Every game possible. And I saw this tweet this morning, which made me think about it. And this is from Bordeaux, NBA, on Twitter. And it's the worst 10 teams in the league are now on a combined 44-game losing streak.
I did see that as well.
So the Milwaukee Bucks have lost 4 in a row. The Bulls have lost, and I'm going in reverse order, 21st best team in the league would be the Milwaukee Bucks, now working our way down. The Bulls have lost 1 in a row, Memphis 2 in a row, Dallas 4, the Pelicans 2, the Jazz at 7, Washington at 6, the Brooklyn Nets at 9, and the Pacers at 7, and the Kings at 2 in a row. So 44-game losing streak.
Wait, so the Pacers are second worst in the league right now?
Correct.
Oh my gosh, I got them for a steal in our little office. Pick the worst NBA team.
So
I think one of our friends was putting on. Yeah, I picked the Pacers, last pick overall.
That is neat.
Thank you. I was wondering if you could.
I mean, well, it's just.
Well, it blew me away. They were available. There's 15 other people in this office that got to play the game, and the Pacers were still there, and I took the Pacers. Now they're second. I hope they tank too.
What do you win?
I don't know, but I want to win.
I think it's just bragging rights. I really don't think there was anything
Bragging
on the line.
rights. I didn't know this existed, and I feel like I'm in it.
You are. It's a sealed envelope now, so we can't even look at the results.
Is it frozen?
It might be frozen.
Yeah.
We'd have to ask Chad. He might keep it in the office fridge. But
And why did we do this?
just as a fun game.
This is
Office
super fun.
camaraderie.
Yeah, pick the worst
Come
team.
on.
You pick a team and then forget about it for the rest of the year.
Well, unless you're Matt Hamilton, who's
Yeah.
been locked in on the Pacers all year, obviously.
You could give me $1 million and I wouldn't be able to guess the team.
Neither could I. I know I picked a team. I don't remember what it was. But neither of them are living up to the standard of the Bucks right now. The Bucks are probably the worst looking team in the NBA right now. Like, full stop. I don't think there's another team who I would say is like actively worse on a night-to-night basis.
Sacramento.
Maybe. I don't watch a ton of Sacramento Kings games, but like the Bucks are right up there.
But
they're
disappointing.
competing.
Disappointing. They might be number one. You know the old dad. I'm not
Disappointing,
mad. I'm
hands
disappointed.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hands down.
I'm more disappointed than I am mad at the Milwaukee Bucks right now. But I want to focus. I am going to get mad at the Milwaukee Bucks if they try to win basketball games.
That's fair.
And we talked about this on Monday. There is a complete opposite agenda going on right now. Because if you're a Giannis fan and you want him to play for the Bucks, even though they're now 0-2 with Giannis returning, you cannot also call yourself a Bucks fan. Because if you want Giannis to go out there, which gives you your best chance to win what? Bupkis? I don't know, but like best chance to win is honestly your worst chance of even keeping Giannis. Giannis would more likely want to stay with the Milwaukee Bucks if they somehow lucked their way into the first or like a top 4 pick.
Right. There's no way they can actually get a first, correct?
They can. So I want to get to that in a minute here.
This is why.
Can we all agree with this part of the premise? That it is more likely, whatever the percentage is, the Milwaukee Bucks get a first round, number 1 overall pick.
Right.
Which is not a high percentage chance. Because if they did, then Atlanta would take it most likely. So like, let's say it ends up number 2.
Right.
Because they would end up getting the worst pick between them and the Pelicans.
But there is a world where the Pelicans could have the 2nd overall pick and the Bucks could have the 1st, and Atlanta would take the Bucks pick away, but then the Bucks would get the New Orleans pick.
So they can't actually get the first pick. They
Correct.
can get the second pick is like the best they could get.
Yes. So in this world, though, but that's still number 2 overall pick. This draft is viewed as like it goes about 4 deep of people that could be the first overall pick, 4 deep of people that could come in.
It's seen as a pretty deep draft of guys who could be contributors early in their careers.
But like I think the top 4 are kind of considered even a tier above everyone below that.
Yes, the top 4 is where there's there's a cutoff point.
And we don't even have to get into the full names here. Maybe we'll get into a tournament.
You know who number 2 is?
Is it Boozer?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's
Boozer Jr.
Is that
yeah,
related to Carlos?
Yep.
Yeah, it's his son.
I saw him play last
It's not
Saturday.
Junior. This is Cameron Boozer.
Oh, Cameron Boozer. I thought it was Carlos Boozer.
Still,
Jr.,
see Boozer. You're close.
But yeah, that's his son.
Sweet. I would take him.
So, anyways,
Don't know nothing about him other than who his dad was. I take
Yeah,
I'm a big believer
pedigree
in
is
that.
an
Take
important
him.
thing to me.
Dylan Harper.
Look
I
at Curry.
Yeah, I like Dylan Harper.
Okay, you guys. I love how you guys are just throwing out the names of the only people we remember because they've actually been successful.
Bronny?
Jeffrey Jordan.
Scottie Pippen Jr. Oh, damn! Come on now.
But that Carlos Boozer's like the perfect one. Jelly bean giant, Kobe Bryant. You can't have a great dad because then he took all the good genes. But if you have like a good dad, like Boozer,
Yeah.
like
Odell.
all-star level dad.
So
then
good, but not great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't be top 50 all-time NBA player dad and be good.
Okay.
But
They're going to have a hint of nepotism. And
yeah. But Jelly bean Bryant.
Do you
Kobe
think
Bryant.
any of those 4 players who are at the top of the draft could come in and like help fix the Bucks next season if Giannis were to stay?
We'll get to that in a second. So can we establish this, that it is more likely Giannis would stay if the Bucks ended up, I guess in this case, the number 2 overall pick than the Bucks making the play-in seed. Like, let's say in the play-in game, and let's say they win the play-in game and then they lose in the first round. That still is a more likely scenario that he leaves than if the Bucks somehow end up with the 2nd overall pick. That is a more likely way that Giannis stays. Neither are likely, but I would say Giannis is more likely to stay if the Bucks ended up with the highest draft pick humanly possible for them.
it does make it feel like there's actually a road to success again if you do have that 2nd overall pick, as opposed to like, hey, we made the playoffs, let's try and build on this success.
You get that little puff of hope again with a top lottery
You know what
pick.
the play-in game
totally.
and the 8 seed is? Basketball hell. It is the worst place to be.
Is that the 8 seed?
Trash picks or the play-in game.
I was going to say the
'Cause again,
10 seed might be worse.
The play-in game is some ambiguous thing where like the stats don't even count. Like they don't count towards anything. Like they obviously accumulate them, but if you look at a player's playoff stats,
Not like
they
a
don't
college football playoff
but
game.
they don't apply to the playoff stats for a player, and they don't apply to the regular season stats. It's just some sort of blob of nothingness that this game exists in.
Well, good thing for the Bucks, they are 5 games out of the final play-in spot right now.
to
Anyway.
Are they
that
on the
point,
Hawks or Charlotte right now?
I'm going to give you
Hawks and Charlotte are tied right now.
the New Orleans Pelicans, and this matters because we touched on it before. The New Orleans Pelicans are the sixth worst team in the NBA right now, which means they have the 6th best odds of getting the number 1 pick and a higher pick. Now, the Atlanta the Atlanta Hawks made a very smart trade with the Pelicans, and the Pelicans gave up their pick swap with the Bucks. So the Atlanta Hawks will get the best of the picks between New Orleans Pelicans or the Milwaukee Bucks, but the Bucks will get their other pick. So if the Bucks ended up with the 1st overall pick,
Yep.
and the Pelicans ended up with the 3rd, Atlanta would take the Bucks,
first.
and then the Bucks would get the 3rd
get the
pick.
Pelicans,
So no
okay.
matter what, the Bucks are incentivized to be a bad team. And I want to share these stats with you before we go to break, and then we'll continue this conversation on the other side. But this is where I want to kind of set the math of why the Bucks need to continue to lose. Now, I think the best they can do is getting a lottery seed number 7. They're currently 10. So if they ended up with lottery seed number 7, they have a almost 8% chance of getting the number 1 overall pick and a 20% chance of a top 4 pick and a very good shot at a mid-lottery pick 5 to 8 overall. Yeah, so I think this draft, in my opinion, and I'm basing off of everyone else's opinion who's a smart draftnik, it goes 1 through 4, 5 through 8, and then it's a drop off 8 to like 15, kind of as a pick your favorite player there. So the Bucks, if they stay where they're at, they only have a 3% chance of landing the number 1 overall pick, a low chance of top 4, and will likely end up in that 8 to 11 range. So there's a very good world where New Orleans is going to finish and have like the 5th overall pick. And then the obviously the Hawks would take that, and the Bucks will be sitting down there at 11 or 10, which is gross. But there's also a world if the Bucks tried to continue to lose, that New Orleans could have the 4th pick and the Bucks could have the 7th pick, and then that's a much higher and better place you want to be. So no matter how you want to split the math, it is the best case scenario for the Milwaukee Bucks to continue to lose. It's also a great scenario for you to go work out at Carbon World Health, whether you want to improve your skin like Molly Brown with the hydrofacials, or you can ask them about semaglutide, testosterone replacement treatment. You can ask them about cryotherapy, red light therapy, and obviously their great workout program over at Carbon World Health. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think, when they got to the NFC Championship games, they had buys.
One seeds?
Yeah, they were buys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Semantics.
Facts sometimes get you. No, those are facts.
No, yeah, it's a technical fact.
Take that for
Semantical
data.
facts.
All right, I'm not getting into it. Technical fact? You mean fact?
Yes.
All right, let's go to Brett
Technically,
Madison.
you're right.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage band tee, not just any tee, the band tee. You wore it everywhere until your best friend stole it. Now you're on eBay, and there it is, same tee from the same tour. The things you love have a way of finding their way back to you, especially on eBay. Where else can you find that mint trading card you searched everywhere for, or your first car, the one you wish you never sold? It has to be eBay. Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Sure, you've got school spirit, but does your jewelry box?
At Chalmers Jewelers, we're proud to be an official retailer of University of Wisconsin jewelry.
Featuring the iconic Motion W, Bucky Badger, and more.
Prices start at just $65.
Whether you're tailgating, jumping around, or shouting on Wisconsin, let your jewelry join the celebration because even Bucky loves a little bling.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Pro Volleyball lives in Madison. Love Madison, Wisconsin's professional women's volleyball team brings premier talent, elite competition, and non-stop intensity to every match. Featuring world-class athletes in high-energy action from start to finish, this is volleyball at the highest level. See elite professional sports right here in Madison. Purchase tickets today at lovbmad.com/tickets. That's lovbmad.com/tickets.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Rutledge and Hamilton continues. Molly Brown is out today. She's
with
back
babies.
tomorrow.
Out with babies.
Out with babies. Basically.
Yeah.
Although I think it's something to do with her husband, too, so I don't know if you want to...
Well, I think she was doing haircuts
shots
today.
Primetime
Out with the family. We'll leave it
there
at that.
you go. Otherwise, just mark it down that Ryan took shots at Molly's husband.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. He's sitting over in the studio there.
Mark it down, Ryan, that Matt did it.
Yep, there we go.
No, it's Rutledge and Hamilton, Ryan. Were you even a producer ever during Rutledge and Hamilton?
What do you mean was I a producer during
Honestly, I don't know.
Yes, he was.
You were? Okay.
Yeah, Stove left, and then Ryan took over for like almost a year before we switched to...
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like, it was like 10 months, I want to say.
Yeah,
before
it was a
Molly
long
came along.
time.
I'll say this.
Because we were Rutledge and Hamilton until April because Molly was gone with babies.
Well, no, she joined the show before she was.
Oh, that's right. For like
I don't know what
5
you're talking
minutes,
about.
right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, for like 3 months. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I feel
3
like she
segments.
joined the show in April till she had babies.
She joined the show in July, actually.
July?
But yeah,
July?
anyways.
What the hell were we doing
I know.
until then?
I know. I mean, you asking me? You're
I
the
feel
one
like
calling
2
the
weeks
shots.
ago we missed an anniversary, but out of respect for Molly, we didn't talk about
Oh, for
it.
her return?
Yeah, for Rutledge and for Rutledge and Hamilton.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah, you
Matt
did
and I
send that to
start-
our group chat, yeah.
Yeah, Matt and I started up in February a while ago.
I don't
like
know.
4 years ago.
That's like the Charlotte Hornets, like celebrating them being like the New Orleans Hornets. It's not the same.
Ouch.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I'm
brutal.
just saying it's a big change.
Matt and I, our on-air relationship has endured.
Yeah,
That's
it's not the Tennessee Oilers.
Well, now
it's the Tennessee Titans.
now we're a throuple, and Matt and I can't celebrate anymore.
I mean, that would be rude of you guys, but it's up to you.
I'm enjoying.
Celebrate good times. Come on. Sorry, Molly.
Please don't make fun of me when
She's
you're
not
back.
listening.
No, she's absolutely not listening. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbus Talking text line. List is more. How do we want to ask this question about the Bucks? Because I think the Bucks. I think you're an idiot if you want the Bucks to win.
I kind of like
How
what
do we
you
want to frame
stumbled
that
into.
as a question?
I like what you stumbled into with the path moving forward, or like how does Giannis feel? Would he rather have a high draft pick for the Bucks, or would he rather make a play-in game?
We can talk about that more on the air, but I feel like that's way too convoluted.
Do you want the Bucks to commit to tanking for the rest of the season?
Okay, I like that.
844-770-3776.
Because right now,
Talking text line list is
while they're losing games, it does not feel like they're trying to lose games. Like
That's
that's
the problem,
the saddest
Ryan.
part. That truly is.
And I would say this: I can speak pretty factually that Sacramento, basically everyone but the Bucks, is committed to losing.
Teams below them.
Yeah,
The
committed
Utah,
to tanking.
the Utah Jazz are openly committed to tanking. I think it was in the fourth quarter of a game, like right before the All-Star break. They were leading, and they took out all their starters and played the bench for the fourth quarter, the entire fourth quarter.
And they lost.
No, they ended up winning the game, too, which was also hilarious. They were trying to lose, and they ended up
It's like
winning.
the Bulls. I mean, they were getting housed by the Bucks, and then all of a sudden,
27-0 run.
Yeah.
Just like that.
and the Bucks were trying to win. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
The Bulls are. I don't think they have a player over 6'9" on their roster, so they too have punted on the year. Maybe Patrick Williams is over 6'9".
NBA teams, when they commit to tanking, they are just so ugly.
Yes.
They're so ugly.
Yeah, I honestly feel bad. I feel
It
bad for the
stinks, too, 'cause
fans.
I hate the idea that teams like tank intentionally. I know you can't you're not outright saying it because it's bad for the fans. You feel bad for the fans, but it's such a bad look. Especially NFL where you finish has a direct at least in this lottery. There's a chance you're just trying to get in the bottom 4 or 5, and you have a really good shot at getting the top 5 pick. Where in the NFL, you can tank and literally shoot for the number 1 pick, or you can be the Texans and be upset and get a 4th and 20 touchdown to win a game and completely ruin the franchise's chance at a first overall pick.
Shout out Lovie Smith for getting Caleb
Lovie.
Williams to Chicago.
Yeah.
With this, look, that's a different conversation. I love that conversation about how to fix the NBA and this lottery system because it ain't great here either. Everyone's tanking.
I think it's still better than the NFL.
But I want to talk about this. We all agree the Bucks need to commit to tanking, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Non-verbally.
But
show us with your play.
Do we agree that the best path for the Bucks to even have any shot at keeping Giannis is tanking?
You would think. You would think.
Do you think just making the play-in would mean that much to him? Because I don't
personally, no. But then again, Giannis is a super prideful guy. That's the reason he's on the court right now.
I mean, you saw him last night. He was very visibly upset with how bad they were playing.
Right. So that's the part of me that thinks Giannis probably wants to make a playing gig. How many seasons was he on the team, or at least a starter? Because it was a year or two before he got into like
the starting rotation.
A starting rotation. As a starter, how many years has he missed the playoffs?
Probably like 2, maybe. I feel
Right. So like that, it might
becoming a
feel
playoff
like
team in
something
2016.
that because he's all about legacy. If he can say like I've only ever missed the playoffs twice, and it was my first 2 years as a starter, like that, I could see that being
Okay, but if you're all about legacy,
part of his pride thing
in today's NBA, part of your legacy is understanding the way that the economics and the logistics of the NBA work.
When to hold him and when to fold him.
And Giannis, right now, by trying to go out there, you're right. He's going for that 1 in a million full house that somehow they're going to get their way to the NBA Finals, and then there'll be a team that everyone will believe in the future. Yeah. That ain't going to happen.
This is
the
not the
smart
team
way
of
to do it
destiny.
is to fold it, Giannis. Just ask Kenny Rogers. That's how you do it as a gambler. But if you're Giannis, I almost want more like the LeBron, maybe even Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, like understanding that the game is played on the court, but then it's also played off the court. And for your best long-term chances to win, if you do want to stay in Milwaukee and be loyal, would be to not play this year, have the team continue to lose, so then you have the best chance of adding the best young player, or you have that draft pick that you could then trade for someone else to immediately help your team.
Right.
And so if Giannis truly believes in some of the pieces around him, I guess Rollins and Turner could be some of them, then if Giannis is serious about being with the Milwaukee Bucks, he needs to be serious about what it takes to be on the Milwaukee Bucks, which is losing this season, to give yourself the best chances. If the Bucks go from the 10 seed to the 7 seed as far as the overall lottery, and they have the 7th worst record, their chances of having a top 8 pick more than double. So they need to continue to lose.
Was it 10 was what, 4%?
For number 1, and they won't get number 1 no matter what.
Right.
I'm just saying the Bucks landing between 4 and 8, between the combination of the New Orleans pick and the Bucks pick, that is the most likely home run scenario.
You
for
had
them.
those numbers up, right?
I did have those numbers up, but to get to number 1,
well, let's not go number 1. It also shows top 5, right, or top 4.
So it says very low chance of the Bucks making a top 4 in the lottery seed if they're number 10. If odds for a pick in the top 4 is at 20% if they finish 7th. So less than 10%.
So
and
not
20%.
even a number, a very low to
less
20%.
than 10% and 20%.
So over double.
Over double. And then New Orleans at 6 would have even a better chance. And New Orleans pick matters because Atlanta gets the best of the New Orleans/Bucks.
If they have the worst pick, what are their? If they have the worst record in the NBA this season, what are their odds to get a top 4 pick? Does it say on there?
I only asked these 2, but I can get it for you. Yeah,
gotcha.
I literally was thinking the Bucks are going to fall somewhere between 7 and 10. So I wanted to show the biggest juxtaposition of if they finish 7, which is the best case scenario, which I don't think is going to be able to happen.
They're
but
only
you should at
5
least
games
just
up on Dallas, who is number 7 currently.
Right, but I mean that Dallas is also trying to lose. So like it's just it means you got to
compete to lose.
Yeah, so like it's hard to get there, but even getting to 9 or 8, like it all matters. And if the best chance for Giannis to stay is for the Bucks to have the highest draft pick they can have, because then it's either a player or an asset they can use to get a different player.
Guess who the Bucks play at the end of March here?
I'm guessing Dallas.
Dallas, baby. That's a full game swing if you can lose that one.
God, it's just a race to the bottom. A race to the bottom.
It's so weird because as a Bucks fan, basically being more into it since Giannis has been relevant and really good at basketball, we've always looked like games back on, for the division or games back for the conference. Now I'm looking like, how many games up are we and how can we work our way backwards? And it's just a total like flip of how I used to like look at these box scores and the standings. Completely opposite. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom now. I was like, how do we move down?
Matt, you asked how many times have the Bucks not made the playoffs since Giannis became a full-time starter?
Yeah.
It's once.
So that's why I think like Giannis's pride might be the main driving factor for him to want to make the playoffs, because if he's thinking legacy, cool stat to say, hey, in my entire time as a starter, I only missed the playoffs once.
Yeah, but and maybe you're right, but the true legacy is going to be decided
Well,
when they say how many titles did you win.
That's like a trivia stat you hear on Thursday night at the bowling alley.
I couldn't tell you how many
But he has
times
said
Michael
himself-
Jordan has missed or made the playoffs. I don't care.
He cares about winning championships. If he just makes the playoffs and they go nowhere, if he makes the play-in and they go nowhere, it's not going to mean anything to him. He only wants to make the playoffs because he thinks they still have a chance to win a championship. I don't know if he still thinks that currently.
There's no way you can look at this team and think that. That's why the only reason I can see him being on the court right now is because of some other legacy factor.
I think it's mostly because he probably knows they can't, but he wants desperately for it to happen, which is why he's still in Milwaukee. He desperately wants to make it.
So this is denial? That he's playing in denial right now?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. If he was in acceptance, he would not be putting himself out there with the injury he's coming off of.
Playing in a river in Egypt. Denial.
I thought he was going to say something profound there for a second, Jim.
I did.
I thought he had a real thing to say. Yeah.
I knew exactly where he was going with that. All right, this is Jim, Matt, and Molly / Rutledge and Hamilton, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I think I've listened and watched this show long enough to know that Molly's mind is just always in the gutter. It doesn't matter what.
Mine!
Yeah, Molly.
Jim says something, and Molly's eyebrows just go up. She's looking for a giggle.
Yeah. I'm a bottomless pit. You're not wrong.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. 3/31/2026.
There are many reasons why local businesses are frustrated with their current business technology vendor. LSM Chiropractic Business Manager Sarah Pavlik had her reasons.
I would say there was two components. The first was the lack of customer service that we were experiencing, and then pricing.
So Sarah, you switched to James Imaging Systems because?
Initially pricing, which was fantastic. Customer service was hands down something that we hadn't experienced with 2 or 3 prior companies.
What else makes James Imaging Systems stand out?
They spoke to us as people and not as just a number. They were actually concerned about what our bottom dollar was and what our needs were.
Bottom line, Sarah?
It allows us to be more efficient. Efficiency is just equivalent to time and money.
AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Make the switch today. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like the Shack Bar and Grill, the Bristled Boar, Baldwin Street Grill, Rips Bar, and Mount Vernon Tap.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Wouldn't you love to roll out with a brand new ride this year? Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison could make that happen this March in our Let's Roll promotion. Be here on Friday, March 27th when one grand prize winner will receive a $50,000 vehicle certificate toward a new car or truck. We hit the gas starting at 7 p.m. when 24 other winners will each roll the dice for a cash prize between $500 and $5,000. Keep the good times rolling at
Thanks They say punters are people too, especially on KBN.
Brian Gutekunst is going to have his best offseason of his entire career. I've been thinking about roster development lately and what Goody has in store for him. And I don't see any way this team can become a title contender unless Goody has the best offseason of his whole career.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Presented by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I'm Matt Hamilton.
And I'm his lookalike. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after, an in-depth recap of every Bucks game in 6 minutes, no more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner, and catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jim from Madison chimes in on the Carbos Talking text line. List is more. No need to intentionally tank. Just let Doc be Doc, and we'll end up in the same position. Steve-O in Southern California chimes in. The Bucks don't need to tank because they already are destined to suck due to the very worst roster in the NBA. Horse drafts, trades, coaching decisions have all been pathetic. And this team needs a new vision moving ahead.
I mean, it hasn't been that pathetic. Ryan Rollins was a great find for them in free agency. Mm-hmm. They've done a good job finding underrated guys who outperform their contract for like a year or two in free agency. But yes, the drafts are kind of why we're in this.
I don't think there's one guy on this roster that is a draft pick from the Bucks.
Well, Giannis.
Other than Giannis.
From Horse, though.
From Horse.
Miles Turner isn't. Bobby Portis isn't. Ryan Rollins isn't. Usman Dang. Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
Just going down the list.
I know, but I think it's been this way for a couple years now. Remember how many times we're sitting and watching a draft?
Free agent.
Now, I understand we have lower picks, but like every guy we get goes to Serbia and plays.
Well, I'll point this out.
Or somewhere in the G League.
And I know this is now getting further away, but just off the top of my head, like Jimmy Butler was a late first-round pick.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a superstar, but I mean, like, there are. Wes Matthews was a second-round pick. Draymond Green was a second-round pick.
In 2017, they got Dante DiVincenzo, I believe, with the 17th overall pick.
Yeah.
Since then, it's just been bereft of any useful player in the draft.
Right. And so either they can't develop them or they can't find the talent.
So do you trust John Horst to pick a player top 4 overall if they were to even get that
pick? It feels like you can't screw up if you're top 4.
Yeah,
like
you
any
say
of
that.
the 4 guys
seem
like they're good.
You'd be surprised with some of these NBA GMs.
Well, as long as they don't try and like think they're smarter than everyone and take the guy who's projected like 12, like the top 4 or 5 guys are consensus top 4 or 5 guys.
True, but at this point, like Jim is saying, like how much trust you have in the Bucks GM, John Horst, and the front office.
If they can get a top 5 pick, I have faith that he'll pick a guy can be a contributor. If they're further down than that, that's when the nerves start going up.
Jim?
Yeah, I don't want.
If they get the 7th overall pick, how good do you feel that they can find
Here's a
somebody?
classic example, and this wasn't Horst. This was Hammond. But they hit on Giannis, and then they got cocky. And instead of drafting Sabonis, who now plays with the Kings.
I believe he's with the Kings.
Had a nice career.
Worst team in the NBA.
But he had a nice career with Indiana. He puts up numbers with the Kings. He's a good basketball player.
Productive player.
Yeah.
He's a big. Great passer, can play in a lot of different, and can shoot the 3. They picked Thon Maker 1 pick in front of Sabonis because they wanted another Giannis swing.
Right.
And instead of taking the more sure thing in Sabonis, they took another big swing, and it's a disaster. You could look plenty of cases. The Bulls have Bartellus right now, and he is looking like a nice young player. But they drafted Noah Essengay this year, who's the second youngest player in the NBA, blew out his shoulder because he's a twig. He's like 6'9", 112 pounds because he's 18, 19 years old. And he's out for the year. So we have no idea. Like, he might just be a complete bust already. So when you try to outthink the room, most of the time you end up with Thon Maker. And once in a blue moon, you end up with Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, the Packers have done the same thing, right?
Oh, yeah, and we'll get to them a little bit later. But, man, the Bucks are just a bummer. And here, my whole thesis on this is that I think you're a moron if you want the Bucks to win basketball games this year.
We're talking to you, moron.
We are the home of the Milwaukee Bucks. You can listen to the Milwaukee Bucks games right here on ESPN Madison. We want them to commit to tanking.
I mean, it is very. I feel like I was watching the reactions on Twitter last night after the Bucks lost. People complaining about how bad this losing streak has been. Fire Doc Rivers, all that kind of stuff. And I understand why people are upset, but I don't understand the overreaction to say, like, we need to change everything and we need to, like, get rid of this, and then thinking that will change anything around Giannis, like, this season specifically.
Well, if you
like,
let
this season,
Doc go, like, right at the end of the season or as soon as you can, maybe that's showing Giannis, hey, we're committed to change and improvement.
Get a jump on the next head coach because he did a great job picking the last one.
Well, they did do a good job, and then Giannis decided, nah.
Well,
I want someone new. They were like 30-13 with what's his name?
Adrian Griffin.
Adrian
Griffin was Giannis's guy. That was his pick to be the head coach.
Yeah, at first, and then Giannis.
I don't think that was Giannis.
Forced him out. You don't think so?
No, I think the front office felt like they were going the wrong direction, and they needed to start over.
Here's the thing.
That team might have been 30-13. It was not a championship finals contending team with him as the head coach at the time. Now, it could have developed into that, but they were very impatient, wasn't it?
I would bet a very good amount of money that if Doc is either fired or quits, Darvin Ham will be the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks.
That would be for the rest of the season or like next season?
Next season.
So you're thinking they'll let Doc run this out?
Yeah. And what are there, 12 games left?
No, 21.
21?
21. There's almost a quarter of the season left.
Take us out of this misery. Okay, 21 games left.
And we're only 5 games up.
There's no reason.
On Dallas.
There's no reason to fire Doc unless he's like, you know what I want to do? I want to go win some basketball games. And they'll be like, you know what? You're fired. Get out of here. Get out of my face. You're an idiot. We do not need to win basketball games.
I mean, he does. He's trying to change the lineup again so he can get more bigs in there. Giving up too many easy baskets, he said.
But Darvin Ham is on there, and he coached with the Lakers. I feel like he got a raw deal with the Lakers because, like, going to coach LeBron, unless you're guy that LeBron's going to respect immediately.
Right.
But Darvin was viewed as an up-and-comer, had a bad run with the Lakers, and I actually think that
was he with the Bucks as an assistant role at some point?
Yeah, and he played for the Bucks too.
Yeah,
so he's famous for shattering a backboard at Texas Tech.
Yeah, he was seen as a very high-valued assistant head coach before getting that Lakers job. And that was why he was the top of the market when LeBron and them were looking for a new head coach to replace their previous championship-winning head coach, Frank Vogel.
All right. We got a couple of different breaking news things that we'll share on the other side. Not going to share this one right after I give away some free beer, so I think that's a fair
good call.
Yeah, thank you. What number should we do here?
Let's go
12.
Why are you signaling it with your hands?
Like
we're not on the air.
Well, it was more of like I can signal it to you so it doesn't sound as choppy.
Jim, look at this hand gesture.
I was trying to figure it out.
He wanted to say 12, and he did this, which is what? Can you describe what I'm holding up right now?
6 fingers.
Well, I was going to do it twice.
You're going to hold up 6 twice.
Yeah, I hope you did the mental math.
Like that.
Yeah, 5, 5, 2 is what I would do.
Or like I do the 10 and then
or like,
2.
would you have figured this out if I did that?
What? Holding up a 1 and a 2?
I'll tell you what finger Ryan really wants to give you. It's number 1. You're number 1.
Yeah, we'll go caller number 12, though.
Caller number 12 wins a case of High Life, 844-770-3776. Caller number 12 wins a case of High Life, 844-770-3776. It's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Bring on the madness. Wisconsin men's hoops hoping to break its near decade-long Sweet 16 drought. While late-season losses could affect tournament seeding, Ben Brust on why opponents shouldn't overlook Bucky's overall resume.
I would rather have a team heading into March knowing that we beat Michigan, we beat Illinois on the road. Yeah. Wait till we get to a neutral site. No one's going to want to see our 2 guards and be like, whew, I can't wait to play them.
Episode 1 of March Mode, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Order today and get 0% interest until 2032 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade now, pay no interest until 2032. Visit PellaWI.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, window, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
This is Coach Greg Gard. I've lived my whole life in Wisconsin, and I know what people here value: hard work, honesty, and looking out for one another. That's exactly how Bank CMG approaches banking. They combine hometown values with modern tools to help people make confident financial decisions. When you want a bank that understands where you're coming from, Bank CMG makes sense. Visit bankcmg.com or stop by your local branch. Let's get to work.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
The High Life Dive Bar giveaway is brought to you by Miller High Life. Celebrate local dives with the champagne of beers. Miller High Life.
Ryan, who's living the high life?
That would be David in DeForest is living in the high life today.
All right, congratulations to David in DeForest for living in the high life. I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Matt Hamilton. This is the Rutledge and Hamilton version of Jim, Matt, and Molly. Primetime Rashan, the boss, on the other side of the glass. You can see him on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. You can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. That is a good jacket for you, Prime.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank Matt Hamilton.
Yeah, the Matt Hamilton hand-me-down. It's not a hand-me-down. It's a hand-me-down.
Yeah, it's a hand-me-down. I like that.
Hand-me-down.
Nah, I like that.
A couple different bits of news. We'll start with the exciting news, and we're actually...
No. Start with the sad news, and then let's get excited.
All right. So...
Bad news always comes first.
The bad news is the Packers announced that former team president and CEO Bob Harlan died Thursday at the age of 89. That's today. So
that is sad.
Yes.
I don't know much about Bob Harlan personally. I think I was probably not really paying attention enough to football when he was still the president and CEO. Definitely not paying enough attention to the Packers to know who the president and CEO was. But I feel like anything I've heard about him is that he is the reason that the Packers are still even in Green Bay at this point. I mean, it seems like he's probably the person who's launched them into the trajectory of where they are now. Outside of Brett Favre, like he did that essentially for them off the field.
We talked about Iron Jock earlier, and Iron Jock brand ambassador Isaac Miller has committed to the Wisconsin Badgers. He's a class of 2027 edge. We are efforting, I think we will be his first interview either on the jump round or, heck, if Isaac will call on today, maybe we'll even have him on here today. I'm talking with the folks at Iron Jock to get Isaac on one of our shows as soon as possible. But Isaac is a 6'5", 250-pound edge, and he chose the Badgers over Michigan, Miami, and Kentucky. It's pretty.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I only gave those team names because I think that's the best way to put in context what type of recruit he was. And then I do see here that the first 4 players in the Badgers 2027 recruiting class are from Wisconsin. So a lot of angst about Luke Fickell, rightfully so, not recruiting the state well. But if you got 4 of your top recruits right now from the state and sounds like they have inroads on the others, this could be a turnaround year as far as the recruiting for the Wisconsin Badger football team.
But none of that matters unless they actually go out and win at least 6 games this year.
It won't matter for Fickell.
Yeah, well, shoot, if Fickell gets fired after the season,
That's
then
true.
how many of those guys end up staying around for whoever the next head coach is? It's not impossible, but at the end of the day, if those guys are being recruited by Fickell, they're probably going to stick around and want to play for him.
Yep.
Unless they just really
Well, the
believe in the
in-state
next
kids
guy.
would give you a little bit of hope that
In-state
maybe they
guy-
stay.
And especially if the Badgers go with a more in-state traditional head coach as their next hire. Then
Yes.
But ultimately, you're saying 6 games, 7 games for Fickell?
I think 6 and 7 keeps his job.
6 or 7 keeps his job?
6, 7.
What about 5? You think he's keep his job?
He should be fired.
Do you think he would keep his job, though?
God, I don't know.
I think it's possible.
Honestly, if he keeps his job, then other people should be fired.
But if those people get fired, then Fickell's getting fired. That's the thing. They're all connected.
Yes, it's 6 or definite fire. And I'm not even saying you should keep him at 6, but if he doesn't get 6 wins, fire him.
Yeah, I honestly, at 6, if they just get 6 wins and make a bowl game and get blown out in the Liberty Bowl, I don't even think they'd be good enough to make the Liberty Bowl at that point. Like, I wouldn't want to have him as a head coach going
Problem
forward,
with
but he
some of
would
these
stay
bowl
around.
games is so many kids sit out because they don't want to
True,
get injured.
Okay,
For...
beyond the bowl game and how they perform in that game, but it's still the fact that you end the season with a losing record,
And they have a
that's enough
soft,
to
fast
stay around.
schedule. No, they'd be 6 and 6.
I'd say it's a softer schedule. It's still the Big Ten's going to be tough every single year going forward. This is probably the easiest it's going to be in a while.
All right, and we had a side limited poll question. Do you want the Bucks to commit to tanking for the rest of the season? Right now, 65% of you are smart, 36% of you are morons. Like, I think that's my stance. You guys can stand with it or not. I think you are an idiot if you want the Bucks to win another basketball game this year. If they could lose 21 straight, that is the best case scenario for the future of the Milwaukee Bucks.
For the future, yes, but I think some people still conflate the future being with Giannis' future.
But still, having a high draft pick is still better than the alternative of just getting your ass kicked in the play-in game.
To me, that's a better carrot to keep Giannis than
the draft pick. You think
the draft pick than like play-in game? We'll get better. Maybe we'll be a 6
It might
seed
be a
next
micro
year.
carrot, but it's at least a carrot.
I mean, there's still the possibility of the worst case scenario where the Bucks actually make the play-in, win 2 games or however many games they need to, and actually make the postseason, make the actual postseason,
And then get their ass kicked?
Have an even worse draft pick though at the end of the day.
I know.
That's a possibility.
That's why I'm saying the best case is the micro carrot of making the highest lottery pick humanly possible.
And that you could become a very young, strong boy if you get that micro carrot. You never know.
And it doesn't matter where you pick; it's a matter how you use the pick. What's that?
I'm curious what the longest losing streak in NBA history is. Because
Oh,
we're
for the
on what
NBA
3 or
4-game
NBA.
losing streak right now.
We're on a 4-game, so
Yep.
we could have a potential 25-game losing streak. Would be just like the bee's knees for real Bucks fans.
How old are you?
The age of Bucks
it'd be
fans.
the cat's pajamas.
Yeah, no kidding. You talking about we still in Kareem's days with the Milwaukee Bucks? I gotta imagine the longest losing streak in NBA history is more than like 15 games. I would think. I don't know if
I think easy.
Matt's been too busy saying old timey phrases to have Googled it by this point. But Jim,
28 is the answer.
28?
Yep.
Wow.
It is.
So the Bucks can't even
it's
touch
tied. It is tied by the 76ers in 2014-15 season going into the 2015-16. So it does overlap 2 seasons. Right,
Wow.
they might have lost 10 and then 7 or 18 more in the next season.
And speaking of this current,
But the longest one in consecutive games in one season is the 2023-2024 Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
28 games in a row.
That is neat.
That just makes me think 25 is super attainable. For the Bucks.
It's
Now
attainable.
they play Giannis.
But they're going to play enough bad. They play the Jazz on Friday. They'll probably win that game. which is what's really annoying. Like the fact that they went on that 8 of 10 game winning streak is made more annoying by the fact that they've been this bad over the last 4 games. Because they should be near the bottom, like to actually getting in the range of like the top 6 projected lottery picks. But they're not, because they actually won games while they were playing against bad teams. Like Bobby Portis even said after the second game in this current losing streak, he said that 8 of 10 game winning streak was just fool's gold. Like he thought that they would turn it around after that. They clearly haven't.
Right.
But like it was true that entire stretch was just like, it meant nothing, and it only just made it worse. And that's what's gonna winning games going forward will only make it worse going forward. Like they're not gonna turn this thing around and actually compete and even win a play-in game. They could probably win a play-in game, which is annoying because when you have Giannis, you're good enough to do it. Which is why it's like it feels dangerous, but they are playing fully with fire right now by even trying to compete.
Yeah, because I also don't want Giannis playing more games.
Yeah,
yes,
getting injured at this point is a disaster.
Even if you're going to keep him, and let's say
it's a disaster no matter what you're trying to do.
If you're trying to trade him or keep him, injury is derailing and a disaster.
He's 31. Like he probably has 2 years.
He's no spring chicken.
No, he's not.
At his height, too, you're right. 2 to 3 years
his size,
of full prime.
His play style, too.
Yep.
That play style is not going to translate into age.
Probably not.
Not going to age like a fine wine. What's an old wine, Matt? Come on.
He's going to age like boxed wine.
It's going to age like milk.
How often have you guys ever had box wine?
Oh, dude, I used to be a Black Box and Boda Box fan.
Of course you were.
What is it?
Black Box was one, and then Boda Box was
Okay.
the popular
Gotcha,
one.
yeah.
There's Big House Red, which I was a big fan of.
Big House Red?
Yeah, and you get Big House White. But there was a...
Sounds like it should come in bottles of 40s.
Did you ever... Ryan, you're a young man. Did you ever play Slap the Bag?
Yep, I was going to say in college. That was the only time I ever really drank wine.
One time we did it
Is this similar to what happened with Walker, the Packers, and Wildy?
Yeah, no, it's
Slap
not.
the bag? No.
Yes, yeah, apparently.
Not quite.
The way Wildy phrased it.
No, it's just you take the bag of wine out of the box, so it's no longer boxed wine. It's just
bagged wine.
It's like a wine skin.
It's like an
medieval
adult
times.
juice box.
Yes, exactly.
It's like an adult Capri Sun. But I was saying, one time, me and some friends got an Airbnb, and we had red wine. And after a couple cocktails, we decided we were going to play Slap the Bag with red wine.
Red wine?
Red wine. And we obviously drink it. None of us are feeling good the next day. We're on our way home. This is in like just into Michigan, going like south of Lake Michigan through Illinois, right? Like that's how we got to this Airbnb.
Okay.
We just get to like Chicago and we get a call from the owners. They're like, "What did you do to our house?" We're like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "Did somebody like bleed all over our walls?" And we realized when we slapped the bag, the red wine was like splattering on walls.
Oh,
so
my
yeah, we had to
God.
pay the excessive cleaning fee and apologized profusely that we did not. No one died or got injured at the house.
What did you guys say to the Airbnb owners?
We told them what we did. We were like, "Oh yeah, we were just
having a wine party."
Yeah, we were having a little wine party, some fine bagged wine, and we played Slap the Bag, and some of it ended up on your walls.
I think.
Come on, I can't be the only one that's ever done that.
I think you're the only one who's ever played Slap the Bag with red wine.
It's better than white wine.
I've only done it with like Moscato.
The taste, the
Yes.
notes.
Yeah, the tannins in the red wine in the
The
bag.
notes in the bag wine.
A fine aged
I'm
box
getting
wine.
notes of oak, grapes, and plastic.
And the little
PTFEs.
let me get a little microplastics. I can feel them in my loins right now.
Exactly.
Loins.
Exactly. That's where they go. So they go hang out.
All right, Franzia was the brand of box wine that my mom.
Franzia?
Franzia.
Franzia?
Franzia.
Yeah.
Franzia. Yes.
Franzia. Sorry.
You are not a big
Say
box
it like
wine
you're
guy.
voting. Franzia.
I just remember, no, I don't.
Vote.
If I drank about box wine, it would have been like as a, I don't want to say kid, but like like my mom had box wine. And
You're
maybe I tried
19 or
tried
something
to
like
sneak
that.
it or something
Yeah.
like that.
No,
yeah.
we would not encourage that. He was just 21.
Yeah, just
Yes,
21. Yes,
clearly,
yes.
clearly.
All right, this is Jim Matt and Molly.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. Call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Hey, Madison, it's Rich Eisen. Join me for The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays noon to 2, right here on 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. The girls' basketball postseason continues tonight with the sectional semifinals as 2-seed Milton takes on 1-seed Edgewood. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock, streaming live and free on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Then last night at Wisconsin Hoops, the Milwaukee Bucks fell 131-113 to the Atlanta Hawks. The Bucks go from winning 8 of 10 games in a row to 4 straight losses, including a minus 97-point differential over that 4-game losing streak. The Bucks now sit 5 games below the Hawks and Hornets for the final play-in spot of the Eastern Conference. The Bucks will be back at Friday night, hosting the Utah Jazz at Fiserv Forum. Make sure to tune into that game right here on 100.5 ESPN. Meanwhile, Badger men's basketball got a big 87-45 win on senior night over Maryland, but they lost big man Nolan Winter to injury in the process. Winter exited with an apparent left ankle injury, and per an official report from the team today, he is listed as day-to-day going forward. Badgers have their regular season finale against number 15 Purdue on Saturday. Second hour of Jim, Matt, and Molly starts right now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
So broke and penniless, I took to the streets to sell my wares. And by wares, I mean my body. And by body, I mean my schnitzel.
Don't make me choose. I just won't vote.
It's not like a real life choice. You just vote. There's no like.
Vote. You just vote there.
I'm just telling you what the Twitter trolls are gonna do.
Vote and you vote like.
I'm here in Milwaukee. I'm talking like a German. They vote.
Okay.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton, here's Jim Rutledge.
It is hour number 2 of Rutledge and Hamilton takeover of Jim, Matt, and Molly. Molly's back tomorrow. We are presented by Coors Light. At the Mountains Blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power in the Everlight Solar Studio. You can see me and Matt on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, along with the boss, Primetime Wollersheim, looking fly in his jean
look at that
jacket.
tough look. Yeah, Ryan.
Juicy.
Juicy.
The juicy jean jacket.
I'm going to get him a bedazzling kit for his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I might be able to bring one from home. We can bedazzle up a jacket for him right now. Yeah.
Please, no. I will not be wearing this jean jacket anymore if that happens.
If it gets bedazzled?
Not bedazzled with juicy.
Well, I mean.
What about Boss?
Yeah.
Boss is better than juicy.
I still think Prime would be the best.
Or Prime would be funny.
Prime on the back.
That would be funny.
Not no nuts.
Well, I mean, that's what we put on the jeans. So Prime, no nuts.
Exactly. Exactly. Once we get the pair of associated pair of jeans,
honestly,
that'd be perfect.
Prime would be better on the jeans. Grade A Prime.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Heavily marbled.
I don't even know what that means, but it's
back
funny.
in your playing days, Ryan, right?
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, you had to have been 30 pounds heavier when you played football.
I was more than 30 pounds heavier, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
you were
sure.
a lineman.
30 pounds, then he's actually carrying a healthy weight right now.
Yeah, you could use 30 pounds.
30 pounds heavier right now, I'd be 200 pounds.
Oh, man. I'd still be 30 pounds heavier than you.
and that was the weight I was when I played high school football.
You were 230 in football?
230, 235.
Dang, you were a thick boy.
Honestly, for an offensive lineman, not really.
Well,
I was on the
but like
lighter
for
side.
a man of your frame, you were a thick boy.
Yeah, it was. Look, it was not a good weight, I would say either. Is the thing.
It was probably not a healthy weight.
I was not playing offensive line because I had an offensive lineman's body. I was playing offensive line because I didn't have the athleticism of any skill position. I was playing offensive line by default.
Is that or kicker? And no one wants a 230 kicker.
I definitely wasn't kicking either. Trust me.
Oh, right. I don't think I could ever repeat the vote thing if I tried. The vote. I don't know where that came from. I don't know.
That's why we clipped it. It was so good.
But it was like the idea of like you've lived many lives. Like someone from a past life tried to take over my body for a second.
All of a
It
sudden,
was like,
you were their avatar.
right? Yeah. And Ryan's queued up here. Sure, you just vote. Vote.
You just vote.
Sure, you just vote.
Oh, man.
Brought back some ancestors with that one.
Right.
It almost sounds Scottish when he says it. And
Sure,
like
you
the
just
short
vote.
clip.
Yeah. Sure, you just vote.
You just vote.
Yeah, that would make sense,
live
actually.
skit of welcome to all things Scottish. If it's not Scottish, it's crap. Sure, you just vote. Vote.
That makes sense. Rutledge is like a Scottish, probably English name, right?
There's English and Scottish because Drummond would be my mom's maiden name. So
that's definitely Scottish.
Some good names.
That's very Scottish.
It's a lot of fancy names there. Yeah.
Sure, you just vote.
Vote. And then I don't know when this video is coming out, but we had me do a
The woos.
The woos. I mean, it's going to be a drop on here because I don't know where or what that voice was.
That was something. I saw it in
Did
person.
you watch a video?
No, I know what his woo is, and I tried to do like the.
But I watched a video, and he had a very soft woo, kind of like what you did, and I was like, I wonder if Jim just Googled Ric Flair woo.
What age was that woo at, the one that you're talking about, the Ric Flair?
He was just doing like a individual interview, kind of.
Okay.
And he was talking about.
He's going understated.
Yeah, he was just like, and woo.
So that's what it was. Jim just had a very sophisticated woo that we'll hear on the show.
It was
Probably sometime
Richard
next
Flair.
week.
It sounded like
it was a Richard Flair woo.
Wolf's howl.
Sounded like a dying wolf's howl.
Yeah.
I heard,
Yeah,
like I said.
Yeah, like the last howl of a wolf.
Yeah.
I went all in for it. I went full Ric Flair for that. Full nature.
That's what I tried
boy,
to do. I did the woo, but I don't know what was going on that my voice just I could feel it. It just
Do you
was
think
like downturn.
maybe all those years of getting that Big J journalism degree of hooing like an owl might have just taken over?
Hoot, hoot. We're talking about Ric Flair because there is a Thanalysis show event coming up, and that starring Thanasis and Ric Flair, and that is coming up. You can buy tickets. Honestly, just go to at Thanasis Show on Twitter, and you can find the direct link to the tickets.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sure, you just vote.
Vote. When the election rolls around, I'll start doing some get out and vote.
Sure, you just vote.
Even though that's like the accent of someone who doesn't want you to vote. Get out and vote.
Sure, you just vote. That first part, the way you clipped it, it almost sounds like something you're not allowed to say on the radio. Sure, you just vote.
Sure, right? Is that what I said? Did I say sure?
Yeah, you say sure, but
Jim, you were so upset when you were trying to yell at Matt for this. I have no idea what you were trying to say.
And I don't know what.
It's not like a real life show. You just vote. I love when I can get Jim so excited that he's like,
Yeah,
all
I
of a
was
sudden
mad
my
because
Scottish.
I remember I was mad because he just wouldn't pick a like it was
Wouldn't pick a
Sophie's
side in the
choice.
poll question that day.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's not like a real life choice. You just vote. It's not a real life choice. You just vote. There's no consequence to it.
I still have stayed. I have not voted on that poll, and now it's
It's
closed.
not like a real life choice. You just vote.
You just vote.
Just vote. It's similar vibes, but Molly's is better of have an opinion. Just
Have an
vote.
opinion.
Just vote.
Have an opinion.
Make sure. Hopefully, we'll get nominated for Best of Madison, and we can have it in the promo. Just vote for us.
It's not like a real life choice. You just vote.
But Best of Madison, that is real life. That is real
that
life.
is real life consequences if we don't win.
Yeah. What
What
are the consequences?
I don't know. I don't even want to know. Ashton just said something's going to happen if we don't do it. Ashy.
Okay.
You guys call him Ashy?
Our content manager here
Yeah.
at ESPN Madison?
Yeah.
I call him Ashton.
Call him sir.
Boss.
Because they're weird.
I called him boss a couple times today. I was trying to get under his skin, and it worked. So
I think I got under his skin.
yeah, I think we all did today.
First segment.
But I think that's a nickname for him though, right? Ashy.
Ashy? That was his nickname when he was still the producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy specifically. Because I think Chewy is a very creative way of giving nicknames, where he just takes a
Add a
person's
Y.
name, cuts it in half, and then adds a Y. That's kind of Chewy's formula.
Taushi.
Taushi.
It's a very football
Wildy?
guy format,
Wildy?
for that.
What's that?
It's a very football guy.
Ruddy?
That is.
Yeah. Football field. Jimmy would be a common one there. But I want to get to.
I like Ruddy better.
I want to set this up, and then we'll talk about it on the other side. But Rashan Gary stinks. And apparently he wanted to draw some attention to his stinkiness, and he posted a cryptic Instagram
Jersey on the field.
Jersey on the field.
Not a jersey on the field.
A hoodie on the field.
A hoodie on the practice turf is what it was. This is apparently post-workout this offseason.
Oh, nice.
And
2 days ago?
Is it Quay Walker that took all his Packer stuff off?
Yes, off of Instagram, yeah.
This stuff is a lot.
You don't like this kind of stuff? What players do with the cryptic posts nowadays?
I kind of dig it.
Because half the time it doesn't mean anything.
It never means anything. Like 90% of the time.
Do you think at all this is players trying to apply pressure in any way?
It depends on the player.
Right.
I don't think Rashan Gary's trying to apply pressure. I think Quay might be, just because it's his first time hitting a free agent market and he's trying to get a contract. Whereas like Gary's not like hitting the open market to try and like come back. It's like he probably knows that Goody or the team is asking him to either take a pay cut or saying like, hey, start of the new league year next week, we're probably releasing you. And if anything, this is a cryptic message because it's like, oh, is this something where he's like metaphorically hanging up his jersey, but not hanging up his jersey, hanging up his workout hoodie on the practice turf? And he's, Rudy style, I guess. Like, I want Rudy to play in my place. I want Kingsley Enagbare to play in my place.
That was fake, by the way.
Yeah, I know Rudy's fake. But
but that specific scene was fake,
I
too.
I know. But it just very much like this post. It's not real life. It's Rashan Gary trying to draw attention to himself by not putting any context.
So Rashan Gary,
being as vague as you can nowadays will get people to respond more than anything.
Oh, all right.
Rashan Gary has an argument to be one of the most disappointing players compared to their talent and hype in the last decade, because he was the number one recruit in the country when he went to Michigan and played for Jim Harbaugh, and did not perform like the number one overall recruit in the country at Michigan.
Yeah.
And had all the athleticism, all the traits to be great. Goes to the Packers, 12th overall pick. And I'll never forget this. This was Tarek Saleh was very anti the pick, because Rashan Gary is almost the anti-Tarek Saleh. Tarek Saleh, the all-time leader in sacks, UW history, where Tarek is obviously athletic. He played in the NFL, and he played for the Badgers, played in the NFL, and was such a gamer that he switched from linebacker to fullback and got every ounce of his athletic ability out of his body to be able to get some sort of career.
Mm-hmm.
Rashan Gary has left plenty of ounces of athletic ability or overall ability in his body, because he goes to the Packers as the 12th overall pick. He's never logged a double-digit sack season. He's never been truly viewed as any sort of top-tier disruptor. And he's getting paid like a top, because then he got paid, and then again has never reached top-tier guy. And then this year he had an opportunity to do so, started off like a guy who was going to do so, playing opposite of Micah Parsons, and then fell off a cliff. You can make a case that this year was the most disappointing year of all the years of disappointment from Rashan Gary.
Because it looked like he was getting to double digits like easy.
Right. And so then
was
you
it
add on
10 games he had left after he got to 7?
Yeah, I believe he got to 8.5 through 7 games, I believe it was, and he finished the season with 8.5 sacks.
8.5 or 7.5.
So Goody takes, obviously he picks Rashan Gary, sees that and says, you know what I want to do? I want to pick someone who's equally disappointed but less accolades in Lucas Van Ness. And let's just run it back, because Rashan Gary worked out so well.
Lucas Van Ness, the 13th overall pick.
13th overall pick.
It's
How many career
swings.
sacks does he had? 2 his first year? I believe Lucas Van Ness definitely has less than double-digit career sacks, and is trending towards, his story is not written, but he's trending towards being another colossal bust, even a bigger one. I guess maybe he won't be as big of a bust as Rashan Gary, because if he continues to play like this, he ain't going to get paid. So
True.
That's a silver lining there.
He has 8.5 sacks through, this looks like, 43 regular season games.
Sweet sassy molassie. That is a lot of trash from Lucas Van
He
Ness.
started 2 games in his Packers career.
Great. I believe that's his own fault. I don't think any defensive coordinators or head coaches were keeping him out of the lineup just because they didn't like him.
When both the Smiths were still around, there was a case that he was clearly in the 3rd spot, and he should have been.
Okay, then what about the 24? That was one season. What about all the other games?
Well, that was 2 seasons.
I thought he overlapped only 1 year with the Smiths.
No, both the Smiths were here last year. Oh, wait, no.
They weren't.
No, they weren't. They were just the first season, yeah. But then last year was Rashan Gary, and God, who was playing ahead of him last year? The fact that
he stinks.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so
well, I mean, we had a Pro Bowler last year.
So siding on
Great
the
point.
Shut up. All right. Our signing limited poll question. Will Goody learn from his Gary/Van Ness mistakes, which is drafting off traits more than production, especially on defense? 844-770-3776. We'll answer that on the other side. Will Goody learn from his Gary and Van Ness mistakes? This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
It's not like a real-life choice. You just vote. There's no, like...
You just vote there.
I'm just telling you what the Twitter trolls are going to do. They're going to take one look at it and be like,
Vote
I don't want to pick. I don't want to pick.
I'm here in Milwaukee. I'm talking like a German. They vote.
What?
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
With me is Sarah Pavlik, business manager at LSM Chiropractic. They have business technology from James Imaging Systems.
In a world where everybody's just a number and everybody's so busy being busy, they make you feel important, and I'm sure they have a lot of things going on.
One thing James Imaging Systems has going on is providing their clients with business technology expertise to get better work done and more value out of every dollar.
Absolutely. I cannot put a price or just a word on the value we've saved in every which direction. My time, again, the company has saved money as well.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and unmatched business technology expertise. Right, Sarah?
Correct. Yes. It's nice to reflect back and say we have a partner, not just a vendor.
James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
I wasn't sure if I could afford college, and my family couldn't help me. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found financial support beyond tuition. Even fuel, transportation, and technology has been covered. It's incredible that I'll be able to graduate debt-free. My advice to others, don't let financial barriers stop you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
It's March. It's Madison. It's the road to a gold ball at the Kohl Center on Zimbrick Honda's championship presentation of the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament.
The lob and the finish for Donovan Davis. Welcome to the Kohl Center in the state tournament.
We're bringing you all 15 games live, March 19th through the 21st.
Give them the gold ball.
Zimbrick Honda's championship presentation of the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament exclusively on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
There's a weird headline here from full court pass on Twitter.
That's actual factual.
That's perfect. You're using this one here. Doc Rivers is allegedly going to retire after the season, per Stephen A. Smith.
That's actual factual.
Is that the word we want to use there?
Well, I did read the quote from Stephen A. He was on a SiriusXM radio show, I believe, and he was responding to a caller, and he
via Mad Dog Radio.
Yeah, he just kind of says in the moment, like, look, there's no way Doc Rivers is coming back next year. I don't think he was like reporting it per se.
What
he
would
was
you say?
just
Says alleged to me just feels criminal.
I think it's trying to say
what he's doing to the
I don't
Bucks
know.
is criminal, Jim.
There we
You know
go.
what? It's just a weird turn of phrase.
That's actual factual.
I would say Stephen A. Smith said on Mad Dog Radio that Doc Rivers is going to retire at the end of the season. I wouldn't say he alleged it.
I think it's because just putting said sounds kind of weak, like when you just read it or
It's just
put
Twitter.
it in writing.
People can barely read on Twitter.
Look, I agree, but people usually want to say like Stephen A. Smith reports.
Yep.
That-
I wouldn't use reports,
Yes,
but
'cause
allege is a lot.
I think it's allege sounds like he's throwing like an indictment at him. It is kind of weird. But it is an indictment on his coaching resume that he even came back to coach the Bucks at this point. It's been a total waste
Yeah,
of
I should have
everyone's
stayed
time.
with the Ringer Podcast Network and
Yes,
done some NBA
he
stuff.
should have just kept being a commentator on NBA games. He was really good at it. Honestly, I really enjoyed listening to him on ESPN's broadcast, and now I can't stand the sight of him. I don't think any Bucks fan should, honestly. Like, it's only associated with like one of the most disappointing stretches of Bucks basketball.
Very insignificant stretch.
Incredibly.
Because like I don't really get that bothered by his voice or him because I haven't really had to care enough to check into the post games and things.
I've listened to a lot of those post games.
Yeah. No, I get it, but like they stink. It's not like I gotta pay that much of attention. Oh, they suck. They continue to suck. Cool. I don't need Doc's opinion on why they suck.
That's actual factual.
No,
Allegedly.
If we were never listening to any of the post games, we never would have gotten that great drop.
That's actual factual.
That is fair.
He does have some good sound bites, Doc Rivers does.
Yeah, because he should be a commentator.
He should, yes.
And he's a Hall of Famer. Like, without a doubt. He will be in the Basketball Hall of Fame if he's not already. I don't even know. But we're going to move from a Basketball Hall of Famer to Goody, which, I don't know, man. I think he got a lot of love when the Packers overachieved 2 years ago. But I think the last 2 years, let's see if we can set a baseline here. The last 2 years, the Packers have underperformed expectations.
Yeah.
In the postseason, yes, I would agree.
But they didn't win the division even when they won 11 games.
No, but they were still.
And then, I think if you take the overall picture of 11 wins and then you lose your first postseason game and you didn't win the division off of basically doing the exact same thing you did the year before.
I think it's tough to say last year to say they didn't live up to expectations when expectations were put in place once they got Micah Parsons.
But I mean, if they had won a playoff game, I think we would all feel better.
We'd feel better, but I think it's the expectation going into that game is it was a game they should have won, but I'm not, and they definitely could have. They were winning.
Right. But I just mean like
the
the preseason expectations. Jordan Love's first season as the starter.
There were no expectations.
And there was so much love for Jordan Love, for LaFleur, for Goody. Wow, they hit it. Look at what they did. They took a team that should win maybe 5 or 6 games, and they won 9, and they made the playoffs, and and then they won their playoff game.
First 7 seed to ever win a playoff game.
So they did all that, and then the hype train is high for Goody, and then it was, okay, they come out up and down, but they got 11 wins, but they didn't win the division. They couldn't overcome Detroit, and they looked like second-class citizens.
It was
to
a
Detroit.
really good division, though. Like
It was,
there was no insult to say you didn't win the division.
But I'm still saying that then they went and they lost immediately in the playoffs, and so at best they performed to maybe expectations. But they were the 7th seed again, and they didn't win the division again. And then
if you're in any division other than the NFC North, you probably aren't the 7th
And then
seed.
this last year they go back to 9 wins.
After losing their 2 best players outside of Jordan Love.
True, but
and possibly and their best player with Micah Parsons.
Look, there's always mitigating circumstances, but I'm
yeah,
saying
but
that
those
like,
are big mitigating
right, but
circumstances.
they still didn't reach them.
The fact that there's not any depth to, and again, you're not going to replace Micah Parsons, but the biggest problem for me is this team lacks depth at almost every position.
That is fair.
We had depth at quarterback, and that was it.
And this goes back to the Goody thing, and this is what I was trying to get to, is that I think Goody, because of that one season where they exceeded expectations, which is the first time in a long time, this speaks to the Packers' overall expectations, exceeded expectations. Because usually the Packers have high expectations. They're Super Bowl level expectations when they had Aaron Rodgers. Yes.
Any year with Rodgers was Super Bowl or bust.
Right. So I would say Aaron Rodgers last year, they did not reach expectations.
They didn't make the playoffs.
Jordan Love's first season, they exceeded expectations. And then best case scenario, if you want to be kind, they met expectations after the fact if you want to factor in injuries over the last 2 years. So
let's not forget his first draft. In the 5th round, he took a punter. Like, that is a mistake.
I believe that punter is still in the NFL, too.
J.K. Scott?
Yeah, he's punting with the Chargers.
Jordan Love, is that the Jordan Love draft?
Okay.
No, that's 2018.
Because the Jordan Love draft, he's the only guy.
Yes, the 2020 draft.
It's a good pick.
A.J. Dillon, then Josiah Jaguara, and then God knows who else.
And again, just
Love was his 3rd draft.
And then when you're looking at this, and obviously Jordan Love's turned out to be a good quarterback. That is unquestioned. He's a good NFL quarterback and one you can win with. At the same time, there's a world where you could have had Michael Pittman Jr. or T. Higgins in that same position. I picked those specific players because they were picked within 5 picks after the Packers.
We could have got Watt, too, at one point.
That was a different. That was not.
Yeah,
that was
that
Ted
was,
Thompson.
but
That
still.
was Ted Thompson. But so my point is you could have maybe gotten in theory, Aaron Rodgers with Michael Pittman could have won a Super Bowl, and you could have had a Super Bowl instead of
T.
T.
Higgins. I would buy that with T. Higgins. I don't know about Michael Pittman necessarily.
But T. Higgins, fine. Could have won a Super Bowl, and yes, you wouldn't have had the quarterback of the future, but you have a Super Bowl. So
do you think they go on to win that Super Bowl if T. Higgins is on the team?
I don't know.
I think maybe Aaron Rodgers doesn't look Devontae Adams' way every single time.
Maybe he does because he hates rookie or second-year receivers, too. This is Aaron Rodgers.
Right,
he was the pickiest eater of all time.
Right, but my point on it is
still is.
There's plenty of red marks again on Goody's resume.
Yes,
he is
there's so many big misses.
He's not in that conversation we had on Monday as far as the elite GMs in the league.
I'm looking at the draft picks right now, and there is one decent player off each draft. I've only gotten through 2020, but in 2018, it was Jair.
It's a great pick.
Great pick. First round.
2019,
his first round was Rashan Gary, but I'm looking at Elton Jenkins in the second.
And wasn't Darnell Savage also drafted?
Well,
in
yeah, he wasn't. He was his second first rounder.
It's like 21st overall.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
but
miss.
But again, I'm talking about just ones that I think were that was a great pick. Elton Jenkins, right?
Yep,
that was probably the
yes.
best pick of that one.
High second round pick, yeah.
2020, obviously, it's Jordan Love. That was his first pick.
It's a good pick.
2021, Amari Rodgers, right?
That's a third rounder.
No, really, because he was cheeks too. It's probably T.J. Slayton.
Oh yeah, what was he? A 6th round pick?
5th round.
5th round,
right?
First round pick that year was Eric Stokes.
Which was okay for a moment, but it turned out to not be great.
And actually had one of the better statistical seasons by any corner in the league last year with the Raiders.
Actually, in 2021, he had Josh Myers in the 2nd round.
That's a decent pick.
Yep. So again, he's got there's 1 or 2 picks that I'm seeing in each round. I guess maybe you could say in 21 he had 3 because it had Myers, T.J. Slayton, and Isaiah McDuffie.
McDuffie's still around. He's a
6th round pick. That was a good value.
It's decent value.
So that might be his best one. But
the picks
22 was fine. There's some guys that are still around because it was recent, but it's Wyatt and Quay.
Both of them could be gone. Or no,
Wyatt
could be gone.
Yeah.
Wyatt got the 5th-year option, so he's
Wyatt could be gone now.
But Quay's probably gone. Christian Watson, I'm not going to say he's not a good player, but he's been oft injured.
And he was oft injured when they drafted him, so you have to account for that.
I would say he's lived up to exactly what he did in college.
He's finally living up to expectations, I would say.
Yeah. There's more players in, obviously, recent, because Rasheed Walker's way down there. That was a value pick. That's pretty good.
7th round pick, that's a good pick.
7th round, that's really good.
That pick is also going to turn into a 3rd round pick probably next year with the compensatory draft.
Christian Watson's going to be 27 before the season starts.
He's going to be 20. This is going to be his 5th year.
And he was older coming in.
Was he 22?
I believe 22. Yeah, I don't know, but
27 isn't overly old for a guy in his 5th year.
I know, but his Packers career is basically over. They don't got guys after 30.
It depends. I think this offseason they're going to try to work something out with him. It's just what the number will be there's a
2-year deal.
2-year deal could probably be
because he'll be 28, and then after a 2-year deal he'll be turning 30 at the end of the season.
So if it was honestly, his justifiable value would probably be 2 years 50. Because I think Alec Pierce is another guy from that same draft class who's hitting free agency this year, and he's expected to get 25 to 30-ish. Wide receivers are going to get paid, especially if they can be a true outside receiver like Christian Watson or Alec Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
I think the starting point for Christian Watson on an average annual salary is $25 million per year.
I wouldn't pay that if I was Packers.
I think where they are currently, I think I would. Just because they need a receiver like that who can be a difference maker.
Injury issues his entire career.
True. Yeah. But it's that or you
it's
just
hard to say, like, it's not going to happen anymore.
No.
Now that my hamstrings are even.
He was fully healthy once he came back last year.
Yeah.
Came back from the ACL injury, and then the only injury he had after that was when he hurt his shoulder in that game against Denver.
Here's the thing. His best, unquestionably, I think, the best season he had in his career with the Packers was his rookie year.
Yes, for sure.
That's when he went on that little 4-game bender of getting 5 touchdowns or something.
If you took his full season, if you took his stats from this season and extrapolated them out over a full season, it would have been his best season.
Yep.
So he's coming off of an ACL. And
41, 28, 29, 35 catches. That's
how many receiving yards did he have this year?
611, same as he did his rookie year. So.
And how many touchdowns this year?
6.
Yep. He was very productive in the span that he played, and that's that's why it's such a tough predicament with him, because it's like a weird small sample size to try and make a big decision on a guy.
I trust Goody more, and I say this a little bit tongue in cheek. I trust him more in free agency.
And last year's free agency was trash.
His free agency record hasn't been terrible.
It hasn't.
Last year was terrible.
Josh Jacobs, McKinney, Parsons.
His first offseason, he goes and gets the Smiths.
Smiths.
Those are good signings. Though he did also sign Jimmy Graham in that offseason. He also brought back Tramon Williams. Remember that one? I was reading about that one this morning. Totally forgot that they brought him back.
Forgot that Tramon Williams was a Packer again.
Yes, he went to the Jaguars for 2 years, and then they brought him back to be like their third corner, and he was fine. But then the 2 off seasons ago, you go and get Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney. That was another pretty good, free agency class.
Right.
And then there was a big gap between them because they were always so cap strapped with Rodgers and his salary that it felt like they were never willing to go out and spend it all. It feels like he's finally willing to spend again in free agency, where it's like, if he's going to learn from his mistakes with Rashan Gary and Lucas Van Ness, he has to go out and show it with how he spends this offseason.
Well,
go patch the holes.
But maybe recognize that you're a little too prone to taking swings on guys who measure really good and have good combines.
Oh, that too.
And then take a little help. Like, you're clearly average to above average, probably above average at free agency. But when I look at these draft picks, I'm thinking you're average at best.
Do you think he'll feel more pressure to make moves in free agency because he doesn't have a first-round pick this year? Or the next 2 years, even? You think he'll put more pressure on himself? No?
No.
I feel like because they plan to cut Rashan Gary and Elton Jenkins, which I heard Jason Wilde say this morning would free up $30 million in cap space for them this year.
I mean, that would give him an opportunity to do that.
It doesn't make sense.
So I could see him going out and getting him. But again, he has had misses. And the most recent, he had 2 big misses in Banks and Hobbs and totally redeemed himself with Micah Parsons. But there's not a Micah Parsons available all the time.
No, they're not.
If he gets Brendan Aubrey, all is forgiven. Best kicker in the game.
Yeah, and as we talked about with Tausch yesterday when he joined the show, it's also the fact that they could sign him, but they'd have to give up a second-round pick to sign Brandon Aubrey. They'd have to send a second-round pick to the Cowboys.
Again?
Which Goody will never do.
And it's also, I hope he doesn't. That is way overspending for a kicker. I'm sorry.
So we are asking a signing limited poll question. Will Goody learn from his Rashan Gary, and Lucas Van Ness mistakes?
So what does that look like this offseason if he is learning? Is it him getting a center, getting a defensive end?
Well, for me, it's learning of in the draft,
it's the draft
traits.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking at that second-round pick, what he does with that.
Well, the beauty of the Packers is we do have holes, and every position could use depth. Take the next best available.
I'd prefer, Christian Watson's a good way of drafting traits, and the idea that he had the traits and he was at a smaller school, but you could project the two together.
That's what they did with Tucker Kraft, too.
Right. But when I don't want the extremely physically gifted guy at a big school who hasn't performed in college coming to my team.
So all the Georgia picks that he's made, Rashan Gary.
Yeah.
I
don't want that on my team. If as a Bears fan, and if you're a Packers fan, I don't want it on my team. Those are the guys that most likely fail. Trying to get someone who's going to bounce back to, even Malik Willis had to go to Green Bay to kind of dig up his talent and get the most out of it because he was a supremely talented player coming out of high school. Didn't work at, I believe, at Auburn.
Then he went to Liberty. Yeah.
Yes, and then built his way back up with the Packers, and now is really finding a way to showcase his skills.
And that's going to be another good one for Goody because he's not going to have nearly as much ammo as he usually does in the draft, but he's going to be getting probably an extra third and an extra fourth-round pick in next year's draft because of Rasheed Walker and Malik Willis. And then also if Quay Walker walks and Romeo Doubs, he could also be getting another fourth or fifth-round guy fourth round draft pick.
Yeah.
Because of the way the compensatory draft picks work.
Like Matt pointed out, he's such a good drafter. It'll be great.
Well, they need that, though, because they need to fill, like we've said, so many holes. Now, what sucks is that we're not going to be able to get those in this year's draft.
Right, and then at some point, the Piper, you come due on Love. Because you're moving money. You can move the salary.
Yeah.
The salary.
They could find a way to extend him, hopefully. And the salary cap keeps going up and up and up.
Of like, if he continues to do what he does, do you want to extend him for $70 million a year?
I mean, that'll be just the going rate by the point.
That's what I mean. But then at
in.
that point, do you cut bait and say, you know what? I can't do it.
I would not be willing to move off of that at this point. I think Love has shown you more than enough, especially this past season. I think I feel pretty
it's just
good.
interesting. I feel like Brock Purdy's on his last leg with San Francisco.
Well, it's because he's literally on his last leg because he keeps getting injured. That's part of his conundrum.
Jordan Love is continuing. You pay him more, he's going to continually become Dak Prescott.
Here's the question: is can you work a contract around Love where you can also get enough players to surround? Because like right now, how much does Love and Micah going to account for a cap hit? It's got to be like close to 35 or 40%.
I believe is making just over $50 million per year. Jordan Love makes $55 million per year. So, and I believe the salary cap's around $301 million.
So
yeah, it's about a third.
It's a third. It's two guys.
I mean, it's the two most valuable positions in the sport, and one of the guys is like a top 5 player in the NFL.
Right.
Top 10.
But the other guy is being paid like a top 5 guy, but is really performing like a top 10 guy in his good year.
This year he performed like a top 5 guy. Statistically, look, we can pull up the statistics, and I know Jim will say that it doesn't care about the statistics.
You really want to make a case that Jordan Love's a top 5 quarterback.
You said statistically how he performed last year. He was a top 5 quarterback statistically.
Do you think he's a top 5 quarterback?
I would not. If starting a season fresh, everyone's fully healthy, no, I would not put him in the top 5.
If you were in a draft with 32 other people and they're like, okay, we're taking quarterbacks first, do you think Jordan Love is going in the top 5?
No, I would not say he is.
No. It's not that Jordan Love is bad. I don't think he's bad.
He's a good football.
He's a solid football player. It's just I don't know if he is performing to his contract.
Okay.
And Micah Parsons is, because Micah Parsons, to your point, is a top 5 to top 10 player in all the NFL.
At all
and
positions.
Jordan Love is probably closer to a top 10 quarterback, which is still obviously
it's the most valuable position.
True, but it still doesn't put him as a top 10 player in the league.
No.
So one guy you're paying, totally worth it. Unquestionably one of the best players in all of football, Micah Parsons. Jordan Love is quite, and that number could continue to slide as more and more players come in. Cam Ward can make a big jump.
And they will, especially coming up, I believe, next offseason is really the time when they would have to extend Tucker Kraft as well.
Plus, we might have to make room in that top 15 for Fernando Mendoza.
Why?
Because he's going to be good, man. I have a feeling he's going to be a really good quarterback.
The first Raiders quarterback who actually pans out ever, basically.
Oh. Come on, they won a Super Bowl with
Rich Gannon.
Yeah,
that gun.
The gunslinger, Gannon with the cannon.
Yeah, because he was a top 5 quarterback for sure when they won a Super Bowl, right?
He was like on his 6th reincarnation of his career.
Yeah, exactly. Was he like 40?
He was old. I don't know if he was quite 40. 40 seems like a newer thing of quarterbacks, but like he was that version of 40.
Yeah, he was 40 for the time.
Yeah.
He was actually 32, but he was 40 in quarterback years.
Stadler.
What are you saying?
Is Stadler? It's a
Jeff Hostetler. Is that his name?
Ken Stabler?
Stabler, that's it.
Oh, my God.
Throwing it to Casper, the ghost in the post. Come on, man.
What?
The Raiders had good quarterbacks before.
Stadler. I was like, who's he talking about?
Oh, thank you for helping me out. Hey, I was close. Had the right first letter.
Vince Evans, Jeff George were all Raiders quarterbacks. Carr.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Ryan.
Derek.
And
Plunkett,
now
Jim
Fernando Mendoza.
Good Lord. Am I missing someone?
No.
Vince Evans, Jim Plunkett.
Who was
Ken Stabler?
2007, the major draft miss. What's his name?
Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell.
I shook his hand. His hand is huge. His fingers were touching like halfway up my wrist.
Oh, he's a physical freak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just didn't like
Todd Marinovich. Todd Marinovich.
Oh, yeah, Todd.
I know the 30 for 30.
Yeah, where his dad like rubbed his calves with milk as a baby. Do you remember that?
Is that a thing?
Apparently, like he thought it was.
In the Marinovich household, it was.
Like gotta get that protein any way possible.
I was thinking like Ray Lewis and his deer antler extract. Remember that when he tore his bicep?
I was probably 6 or 7 at the time.
Oh, so probably not. Yeah.
Wasn't focusing on deer extract very much.
Deer antler,
Deer
because
antler.
they grow so fast. They're like, oh yeah, you can like heal faster with deer antler
Sound like a
extract.
bit of an expert here, man.
It's illegal. I can't take that. Even though I'm pretty swole right now.
International Curling Committee, don't tune in right now.
Yeah.
Do you know where Rich Gannon got to start? And we'll go to break here.
Arizona.
Tampa Bay.
Wait, NFL start or college?
Yeah, NFL.
Tampa Bay, I think, yeah. What is it?
He went to Delaware for college.
Him and Joe Flacco.
The fighting Delawares.
Yeah, quarterback factory.
Yeah, and President Factory. And then he started his career with the Minnesota Vikings.
Really?
Yep. 1992, he left the Vikings. Ended up with the Chiefs for a little bit, and then was with Oakland for a while. Oakland was his best stretch. His great year with Oakland.
Gannon with the cannon.
68% completion percentage, 4,689 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
And what year was that?
2002.
2002, throwing for 4,000 yards is like a pretty monster year.
Yeah, big time.
618 pass. I'm surprised his arm didn't fall off.
That's because he's got a cannon.
At that point, in 2000, he arrived in the league in 1987.
Gannon's got a cannon. What do you want?
I was 7 years old when he arrived, and he retired in 2004, so I was 24 when he retired.
Old Rutledge is at it again.
And Ryan wasn't even born. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Jim, like, literally, you're not Kim Kardashian. You're not Kylie Jenner. Nobody cares about, like, your walk and talk videos. That's what I don't get. I give you props for having the confidence, but, like, at some point, your confidence needs to be, like, knocked down a little bit, so then you just, like, stop doing it. I can't.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Well, March hoops are here, and it is one of the best times of the year to be watching sports. And right now, download the Prize Picks app, use code WI, you get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Again, code WI, and suddenly every dunk, every three, every big performance matters even more. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If your picks are right, you cash in. You can build lineups across basketball, hockey, baseball, college hoops, whatever you're watching. I like the flexibility, too. With Flex Play, you can still get paid even if one pick misses. Want a bigger payout? Go Power Play. And with early payouts, if your player gets off to a hot start, you can cash out before the game ends. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love Zoa Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a Zoa Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
At Carbon World Health, feeling your best isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. From advanced aesthetics and rejuvenating med spa treatments to personalized wellness care, everything there is designed around you. Whether you're refreshing your look, boosting your confidence, or investing in total body wellness, Carbon World Health combines medical expertise with a spa-like experience you'll love. Discover the med spa Sun Prairie is talking about. Book your consultation today at Carbon World Health, where wellness meets results.
Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is tough, so Metro Ford of Madison makes it easy with mobile service. Metro Ford will come directly to you, home, office, wherever your day takes you. Their Ford certified techs handle oil changes, filters, batteries, wipers, inspections, and more, all without a visit to the dealership. You stay on schedule, we'll take care of the rest. Call 608-246-3600 today to book your mobile service appointment and let service come to you. That's Metro Ford of Madison. Visit them at metrofordofmadison.com.
Hi, this is Lee.
inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
Molly Brown here for Metro Kia of Madison. Metro Kia is Madison's trusted Kia dealership, and they are home to the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Looking to purchase, finance, or service your vehicle? Metro Kia of Madison is the place to go. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned Kia, you can browse their extensive inventory and find this month's specials at metrokiaofmadison.com. That's metrokiaofmadison.com. Find your new vehicle at your trusted Kia dealership on the east side of Madison today.
For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. Christofferson Moving and Storage. They've built a legacy of trust celebrating 120 years in 2026 with transparent, upfront pricing, highly trained professional crews, and flexible services designed around you. They protect your home and belongings with expert care and clear communication every step of the way. Let them handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage. Your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at christoffersonmoving.com.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance. Because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. Millions of dollars are won every single weekend at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. So go be a winner and go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. He's Matt Hamilton. I am Jim Rutledge. A throwback Rutledge and Hamilton. Molly Brown is back tomorrow. Primetime Wollersheim, the boss behind the glass. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbless Talking text line. This is more. All right, let's throw some stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out. I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, so this is a story that our content manager, Ashy, as we affectionately call him here, put on our radar earlier today because we've talked about the idea of quote-unquote raw dogging air flights in the past, which is the idea of
flights,
air flights, what have you. But raw dogging is when you go on a plane without any headphones, any entertainment or anything. Now,
Does like a book count in raw dogging or like?
Yes, that counts. That's entertainment.
Oh, God.
It's just paper form of entertainment.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, you're supposed to just sit and stare at the seat in front of you, and that's it.
If you don't have headphones, that is what you should do, in my opinion.
Goddamn psychopath.
But if you
What are
don't,
you talking about? Or you can read a book.
or you can read a book if you're a nerd who reads books. But there are the
I
people.
got Star Wars books. I love reading.
There are the people who go on airplanes and choose to listen to entertainment without earbuds, and they are insane people. So this is a news report from ABC 7 New York about a new regulation that United Airlines is putting on their flights.
Using headphones is no longer just considered proper etiquette. It is now a requirement on United Airlines flights. United says passengers who use speakers or refuse to wear headphones could be removed from flights and even face a lifetime ban. The airline says that travelers who don't have headphones can request a free pair from flight attendants.
I
It's
like
not
it.
your living room.
It's not.
It's an airplane.
You share it with the rest of us.
Guys, first of all, the banter from the news anchors there.
Yeah.
But they said the living room thing. I don't walk around my house listening to things.
No.
Really?
No. I
Well,
have
Ryan, we have roommates.
we live around people.
Fair point. Fair point. All right. Yep, that's a good point.
Ryan's like, really?
Solo apartment, yeah.
I listen to every video on full volume while walking around in my underwear and my jean jacket.
I don't know why I have to be. I don't know why I'm just wearing underwear, but
And a
sure.
jean jacket.
And a
white
jean
socks.
jacket.
Crew socks.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
yes,
He's sliding in and out of the kitchen and
Big
dining
time,
room.
Tom Cruise style.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
100%.
So I have headphones on around my house. My girls, if they're listening to audiobooks and music, they have headphones on. My wife likes to listen to audiobooks. She has headphones on. So I don't listen to things without headphones at home, let alone on an airplane. I don't understand. I don't understand what is broken in your brain that you would even consider that an option. There's been times I've come to the office and been like, I'm SOL. Or I'll come in here if I want to
it's the worst, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll come in here and listen to a podcast in this room, like in the studio or some other private room if nobody needs it. I can't just fire it up like in the office, let alone a more condensed space than that. It is honestly psychotic. Like, you should be arrested and tested for some sort of psychosis if you think it's okay to fire up an audiobook or a podcast or music or a movie just open in a plane.
Yeah, it's psycho. And I will say I had a senior citizen moment recently on a plane.
Old Hamilton.
Which pertains to this a little bit. I put my earbuds in and I didn't hear the little notification that they're connected.
The boom.
Yeah, a little bump sound. And I hit play. And I had them on transparency, which means you can hear things pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have noise canceling headphones.
Yeah, I got the buds that you can go through transparency or noise canceling. Yeah. And I I realized after a minute of watching that it was on dang near full volume on my phone. And I was just hearing it in the headphones. And I was pretty embarrassed, and I apologized to the people next to me. I was like, I'm super sorry. I did not realize. I just found out. He's like, honestly, I didn't notice, but he noticed.
That is
He was just being nice.
But that's
a total senior citizen moment.
When you look over and you
And
go
this was months ago. I was afraid to tell you guys, but this fits really good.
Molly is such a bully on this show.
I know. I was mostly afraid of what Molly would say.
Savage.
Because I'm like the cool young guy on the show, you know?
So you wait to the day where she's off the show to ever bring it up.
Well, I mean,
How
it worked
cowardly
out.
of you.
It worked out. If we'd have brought this up with her on the show, I still would have brought this story up, but I'm glad she's not here. This is perfect timing for me to bring up my senior citizen
Very
moment.
convenient indeed, yeah.
But that when you look over and be like, this moron just doesn't have his
Yeah, because I
AirPods
had my
connected.
buds in.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
he
look
was
over,
like,
yeah.
I wish someone would have tapped me on the shoulder and be like, hey.
They probably given you a couple minutes to figure it out.
Yeah, well, I did, and I apologized. And yeah, like I said, the one guy's like,
What were you
I didn't
watching?
even notice. It was just like a Facebook reel.
Okay, so at least was something like whether it's like a song with a bunch of swears or
Right,
something
yeah.
or like a weird dialogue of movie where you're even mortified.
Yeah.
Or you're listening to an audiobook like the Susie Favor Hamilton audiobook and you're like, oh God.
My favorite audiobook, 50 Shades of Grey.
Silence of the Lambs, it puts the
It's
lotion
the Packer
on
version,
the skin.
50 Shades of Green.
What's the worst audiobook to listen to on an airplane without headphones? You can chime in on that after the show. This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly. Prep Mania coming up next. It's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
See ya.